All right, we are out here at Buffalo Creek Wildlife Management Area, early February 2024. I had been out here about 5-6 weeks ago and thought naively that the cattle I saw on some of my trail cams had just escaped and would be going back home, but here they are, or here's the evidence of them yet again. So this is obviously some deliberate grazing on public lands, or pretty incompetent control of cattle if someone's not recaptured and relocated their cattle. But obvious the kind of damage that occurs in these areas that are already prone to erosion, and of course are even more disturbed, making the way for new weeds and additional erosion. Take a little walk up the path here. Of course, actual wildlife contributes to a little of this, particularly elk in this neck of the woods, but nothing at all like what we are seeing just from less than 2 months of cattle damage. Pause it here and hook up here a little further through. So despite the damage they're doing, not entirely clear what benefit they're providing. They sure aren't eating down any of the invasive weeds like mullein here. Not much wildlife will touch that, but certainly they aren't contributing to any of that. So not exactly clear, but doesn't exactly seem to be carefully managed, is the phrase sometimes used to describe these public lands. Of course, Nebraska has so few public lands to begin with. The tiny amount that we have that have to look like every other pasture around here is a little disappointing, but it does reveal some values and priorities. Okay, we're at another section of Buffalo Creek that I usually drop down into the ravine to just sort of check. It's a beautiful little, I don't know if riparian exaggerates it a little bit, but certainly one of the many springs in this area. And of course we can see going down the hill, this is down into the ravine, just the degree of disturbance. And of course, once the spring rains hit, predictably, again, erosion's not a process cattle invented, but the point is, in the whole scheme of things, what benefit is this providing? Why on earth do they need to be in this particular place? So all rutted up. They've gone that way. I'm going to pause it and we'll get to the bottom and take a peek. Just look at the mess created by cattle on Buffalo Creek Wildlife Management Area. Not a lot of mystery about what's going to happen here shortly as spring moves on and the rains hit. Of course, erosion is a natural process, but certainly this is not going to help the situation.